All right, guys, forget ICT, forget any other strategy you have learned. I'm going to show you guys how ORB can make you insane type of returns doing zero DT options. For the people that, like, hey, I don't have a lot of money, I don't have a big account, this is a strategy that can dramatically upsize your account, make insane returns, and still be consistently profitable doing zero DT options. This is a very unique strategy. Probably not a lot of people have done this, but I'm telling you, this is going to be insane. All right, let's get into the charts here. Let me show you the ticker SPY. We're going to do zero DT options on SPY on a 5-second chart. Yes, you heard me right. 5 seconds. So as you can see, every candle is 5 seconds. That means we're going to start the day off at 9:30. Here is your first candle at 9:30. Okay, so this is your top and low from the first candle here. When we break structure to the upside, we look to get into call options. When we break to the downside, we look to get into put options. This is your downside, and this is your upside. All right. As you can see, look how tight your stop loss is. It is very tight. 598.55 to 598.17. It is like, not even a 50-cent drop right there. So you have a very tight stop when you do smaller time frames. Now, of course, you need to execute fast and get in and not hesitate. All right. I have a strategy on futures where I do this and I get in really fast. But for zero DT options, you guys that want to trade options, this is how I'm doing it. And as you can see, look at the monster returns we get from 598.55 all the way to 600.39. And you guys know when you trade zero DT options, you need to get the direction right pretty much instantly, and you need to get the time right. You don't want it to consolidate. You want it to just go in your favor, have no time decay, and make monster returns. Look at this move up from here to here. It made a monster move up, and you're risking just very little. Now, what I like to look for is those fast 20% and above gains. Once you make 20% and you're out and trail and stop it. You have 10 contracts, take out 8 contracts at 20%, ride the 2 break even, and see how much higher you can go up. You're up 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. This one would have made you way over 100% gains. Awesome, awesome. Now, what do I look for in premium? I usually get around 1 premium, on $1 on the premium. That way, you can buy a couple, depending on your budget. If you don't have let's say you only have $500, $300, go like lesser premium. To me, that doesn't really matter a lot. What you need to practice on is, getting in fast, calling a broker. You can do this on computer and you get it literally and instantly. Just do a market order and just get in right away. The minute you see, a lot of people are like, well, should you wait for this to close? The minute I see this break above with anything, and like I just start to see it break above, you're in, all right? And because remember, your stop loss is so tight that you can just literally X this and go into puts. I have three different tries I like to take. I took it on the first, the single. I take it on the first, double, and triple orb. Let me explain what that is. If price goes up and breaks this structure, this is called a first orb. If it eventually goes down, this is called a double orb. And if it eventually goes back up, it's a triple. Let's see what we had today. See if we had any of that. Here is an example of a double and then a triple. I only take the max of the double and triple. You can see right here, when we break structure, we came tumbling down and you made a nice size return. This would have easily made you 10, 20% fast. And then we break to the upside. This was that 10 o'clock news candle. As you can see, it just goes up. Now, I would not have traded that because that would have been a news candle. I would have waited. But you also want to do different sectors. This day, as I recall, I was doing the QQQ because there's going to be different orbs that are better. As you can see for QQQ, if you kind of look at the orbs, and let's say QQQ is still in a single, but SPY is doing a double, well, then you wouldn't trade the SPY. You would focus on QQQ, but they all had the same analysis, right? Where you had that massive uptrend, it goes up. All right, and then you look for that thing. But I'm going to focus on SPY mainly just to make it easy because it's going to go so fast. And this is how you would make fast returns. Let me look at another day for you guys. It's going to take some scrolling here. But you could see you could trade this at that 9:30 every day and make insane returns without, just using basic support resistance right at the bell. Because the premium is going to be insanely high. So we want to take advantage of that. Here is that 930 candle. And as you can see, you don't need a monster move up on these to make insane returns. Here it is. You break structure. Bam. You make money. All right. Bam. All right. Right in there, you make your massive money. Now, we're waiting for that double orb. Well, here it is. Double orb is breaking down here. Bam. We make that money. We wait for that triple. Bam, we're in here, and then look at the monster returns we're getting. Remember, this is a lower time frame. We're just trying to make that fast 20%. Scale some out. Do we go higher? Yes, we do. We go a lot higher, and we just make that fast gains. If you guys done, wow, gives even higher. If you guys done 0DT options, you don't need a monster move to make that fast return. Bam, you see the break of structure, you're in. I like to get in before this even closes. The minute I see this going above it, market order in fast. Market order in fast. Even if you got at the end of here, you easily made over 20% and you're out. You're instantly out. So you have to make sure you're doing this fast. I recommend a computer where you can just have it right there and then click market order, click sell. You know that's what I recommend. This is one of my most favorite strategies on how to do 0DT options. Let's look at one more day for you guys to see, like, hey, does this actually work or is this a fluke? Remember, you're making monster returns and your stop loss is very tight. Even if you lose, it's okay because it's not a big stop because we're using a 5-second orb and we're just making bank doing this, guys. All right, here we go. Here is our 930 candle. Bam, bam. Here it is. We're waiting for a break of structure. We get nothing to the upside. We get something to the downside. Alrighty, we're in a put. It kind of consolidates for a little bit. It's only like 15 seconds. And man, do we make bank. Whoa. Nice. Awesome. Probably over, man, 80% right there because you got the direction pretty much instantly and it went down fast. And your risk is up here. Let's take the double orb. Let's see if we get a double orb now. We can take a double. Past 11, I don't take any trades, though. If it gets past 11, I'm done. All right, we're in for a double orb right in here. Break of structure in right away. Fast 20%. Goes up even higher. Goes up even higher. Goes up even higher. Awesome move. And it just goes up there. And then here is 11 o'clock. We're done for the day. So, awesome gains. We were able to take, literally, you got 220%, $1,000 of just that. You have made $400 on a small account. Now you have a little more gains, money to work with. This purpose of this strategy is to help you just snowball the account where you don't need a lot of money. I'm not putting a lot in these. These are 0DT options. $1,000 making you $400 that fast. Sometimes we get triple orbs and we make even more. I mean, it works, guys. It works. I can show you time and time and time again. If you don't believe me, I can show you how often I do this on my futures account, and I make, a lot of money doing this. It works. It's awesome. You just got to work on your speed. All right, that's the latest data it will give me. All right, guys, so if you guys want to join the Discord, click the link in the YouTube comments below in the description. You're going to love this Discord. I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to do I'm going to show you guys how to do fast order placements and all that. Definitely get in. You guys are going to love this. You don't have to spend a lot of time. It's easy. Forget ICT. Forget all that other stuff. Indicators, support resistance, break of structure. We're into the upside. Breaks to the downside. We're in for a shorts. So click the link down below in YouTube comments below. In the description, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. When you do that, it'll be $12 a month and you'll get everything. I have many different strategies for all different types of people. But this right here, as you can see, is a very consistent strategy of where you can get 20% very fast, if not way more. A lot of the times you're getting well over 50% returns. That's why I say scale out and get higher. So that $1,000, you can almost, easily get half the value every day. And then if you lose, yeah, you take a little setback of $100 to $200, then you get it right back. Okay. So hope you guys liked the video. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. This is obviously more of a speed strategy where, I like to use lower orbs using a very small time frame, getting in, getting out fast. Like I say, you're going to have to do this on a computer so you can, tell your broker, hey, how do I place orders, you learn how to do it, because this is going to be a very profitable strategy. But I'm going to show you guys everything I'm looking to do. You can join my day trading community, day trading education. You get access to all this for 12 bucks a month. You're going to have my swing trading education alerts, swing trade alerts, day trade alerts, and then more importantly, guys, you're part of the live streams. You get access to the live streams every day, and I'm going to do a lot of supporter hangouts. When I can't go live, I'll go in here and I'll just kind of talk to you guys. If you ever need any help, I'm there for you guys. I want everyone to be profitable, and if you guys struggling to day trade, do this system. I promise you, you're going to have a lot more results. I mean, look at this guy right here, bro. I made 178 points from the 5-second open on the New York. What a trade! Thank you for that drop, that free sauce yesterday in the TikTok live. I gave a free drop on that. I'll definitely be subscribing soon. Hopefully, be part of the family, and it's only 12 bucks a month. I mean, awesome, right? So I hope to see you guys there. Make sure you subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. If you're having any trouble, message me in the free chat. Read avoid scammers. Remember, I will never message, DM you, or trade your accounts. Anyone that does that is a scam. They'll try to use my logo. But all you have to do is hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And 12 bucks a month, guys. You can't beat it. All right, peace out.